Hello from Shalom Acres. Want to give you a brief update on something we've been working here on the homestead, where we've been working the last few days on a duck house. So we've got plenty of other critters running around here on the homestead, chickens and other things. So when my daughter Samantha asked me if we could get ducks, I thought it was no big deal. We'll just get ducks. Didn't fully understand how ducks work. So we've had to do a lot of research over the last few weeks for these ducks, and then we ultimately, after deciding on the location where we were going to build their duck house, we decided then how we should build the duck house based on some learnings that we've had from chickens, and then also some learnings that we've had on certain other blogs and some other people on YouTube. So what we've got here is our little chicken house, or our little duck house is right here, and what we've tried to do with the duck house is incorporate many features for cleaning, because what we're seeing with the ducks create a mess in many ways. So they love water, as you would think a duck would, but that water, when it's they need it by their food, because when they're actually eating, they have to have a way to clean out their nostrils. So if they don't, when they're eating, they don't have water available to clean out their nostrils, then they can actually die. So it's one of those pieces where you have to have water really accessible around their food. And if you do that on a surface, we found if you did that on a surface that's like a solid surface, they just get water everywhere, gets their bedding real wet, and then it also just creates a pretty smelly environment in a short period of time. So what we've done is we've taken all those items into consideration, and we've built a house that actually has a rubber floor, removable nest boxes, an area where they eat that actually is a wire mesh floor. We typically don't do a lot of that around here, but in this particular situation we found that they needed that wire mesh floor to really allow that extra water to go through so it didn't create smell. And then from there, we obviously wanted to have a very easy and accessible way to collect the eggs, and then also an easy and accessible way to allow them down to their little pond area when they get a little bit bigger, and then also allow themselves an area to go ahead and lock themselves up at night. So those are some of the big features that we had. We also wanted to make sure we had something that wasn't going to be very labor intensive. So all the materials we used are pretty much free from needing any kind of staining, paint, anything like that. So we used all treated wood in areas that would get wet. And then on the outside of the house, we used a vinyl siding, because we didn't want to have to stain it, we didn't want to have to paint it. We really wanted something that was washed down, easy for rain, all those types of things, because it's going to be out in the elements. But we also wanted it to be secure. So from a standpoint of secure, we don't consider vinyl siding as something really secure around here. So what we went ahead and did was we actually put chicken wire, a coated chicken wire on the whole, wrapped the whole house in the coated chicken wire, and then we went ahead and put the other items on there. So that's a brief talk through as far as what we've got. Now we'll go ahead and show you some live shots as far as how we built it. We use screws on everything, and screws and wood glue, so that way it'll help hold it together for a longer life and just give the best opportunity we can. Hopefully we can get multiple years out of this, and then that'll allow us to go ahead and get multiple generations of ducks out of here. The ducks we went with are actually a breed from Great Britain, and they're going to lay up to 260 eggs a year, which is exciting for us. And we really like the duck's eggs because we're hearing and understanding from baking purposes, it just gives you a lighter, airier material as far as when it comes to your breads and other things like that, which for us around here, my wife makes all the breads and different things. You've probably seen some of her own other videos, and for us, we just really want to try something that's going to be just completely natural. We know what we're raising, and then it's going to allow us to give us a better quality food in the end. So my son will put together the slideshow at the end. Thanks for watching. Shalom.